Hi, I'm Dennis Gage. Thanks for tuning in to My Classic Car, home of the certified car nut. Well, this week we're in Big Sky country, Polson, Montana for Cruisin' by the Bay. Now, Polson's a pretty little town situated on the shores of Flathead Lake, and let me tell you, it's beautiful here. And this event brings several hundred cars right down here onto Main Street, Polson. What do you say we get around and check a few of them out? Rick, nice gig you got going here. You're what? You're the show manager, right?
Yep.
What does that mean?
It means I get all the grief and none of the glory.
How do you get a gig like that?
Well, last year I was parking cars, and this year they made me the manager, so I must have did a good job.
You must have done something right, I guess. Or,
Yeah.
or you're easy. I don't know.
There you go.
But what a nice show. How long's the show been going on?
We've been going on for 6 years now. It's just growing steady every year. First year was kind of a local car show, and we just kind of stepped up. Last year was a big year for us, and we've got a good reputation around the Northwest, and it's a destination spot.
Well, it is, and so this isn't just a bunch of Montana cars here. You got cars coming from other locations?
Yeah, we had a large group come out of Seattle, and a couple groups came out of California. We've got people out of Oregon and Washington.
And what a beautiful setting. I mean, right on Flathead Lake. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that.
No, not in the Northwest.
And I find the people to be real friendly and welcoming, and everybody seems to be having a good time and glad to have the show here.
They are. The city of Polson has been great. They've been open arms and at the show every year.
So it's a family holiday.
It is, and that's what a lot of the people that are coming here are saying. It's a destination spot. They can do the weekend. It's a weekend thing for everybody.
Man, so I don't think it's going to remain undiscovered for long.
Probably not.
Well, hey, this is a great ride too. You got some great rides here. I love this one. You suppose the guy left the keys in it?
Well,
Let's see if they're here.
I'm sure we could get his attention real quick.
Welcome back to My Classic Car. Well, Joe, it's got to be the happiest car in the show, a Nash Metropolitan. These things just make you smile.
Yeah, the design and the style of them, it's almost comical.
It's a cartoon car, isn't it, almost?
It really is. Everybody that walks by has a big grin on their face, and we think that's pretty funny.
I always thought one of the funny things is this wee little car with this huge steering wheel. I mean, it's and not much of an interior. It's fairly austere. You got your speedometer and your speedometer.
Yeah, they're pretty basic. This is the way it was. The houndstooth interior was in there.
Now, it has an Austin engine, right?
That's correct. This one has a 1500 cc.
Were they all 1500s?
No, I believe the early ones were 1248s.
Oh, so this is the big block
This
here.
is the big guy. This is, if you wanted power, you had to wait till 1956 to get one of these.
Nice color, too. The two-tone, very 50s color. What do they call this?
This is salmon coral.
But I tell you, and I love the car. I've always loved Mets, but it's your Metro trailer or whatever you call this here that this kills me. This is hilarious. What's the story behind this baby?
Well, unfortunately, to finish this one, I needed a parts car.
Yeah.
We took the parts we needed. We were looking at what was left and said, hey, let's try this. We went ahead and cut it right in the middle of the wheel openings, front and rear. Amazingly enough, everything lined up. We welded it together.
Trim, right?
Even the trim. Believe it or not, when I removed the trim, the holes from the top and bottom lined up for the new trim.
Oh, you are a lucky man.
It was like it was meant to be.
It was meant to be. So this is all leftovers, huh?
This is all leftovers, exactly.
So what's under the hood?
Well, we don't use the windshield a lot. Under here we have an ice chest for our favorite beverages.
How nice, how convenient.
But more important, in the back we have a grill that comes up, comes back, so when we go to the car shows or just playing around, we can cook some hot
Have yourself
dogs.
a couple dogs, huh?
Exactly right.
Well, this thing is an absolute kick, and you're really quite an engineer here to pull this one off. And you've got to have probably the most comical vehicle in the entire show.
It makes people laugh. We just enjoy watching them walk by with a big grin. My front license plate says Metro Grilliton, so we can grill.
So how about those dogs?
They're perfect. You better come by and have one.
I think I might just have to try one of those babies. Barbecue grill at the Metro
Grilliton, exactly right.
Welcome back to My Classic Car. Well, Tyler, this is a rare one. This is a 57 Ford Courier. It's basically a sedan delivery, right?
Yes, that's the official name is a Courier. otherwise more commonly known as a sedan delivery.
Now, you see a lot of Chevy sedan deliveries, but it's very rare that you see a Ford.
Yeah, they're not very common. Ford only built 6,172 of these in 1957.
I'm actually surprised they built that many, because I think this is the only 57 I've ever seen.
I've seen very few of them myself. There's just not very many of them around.
Now, I mean, I can't believe it came with a Thunderbird engine in it.
No, it didn't. Originally, these were very low-end utility type vehicles, and it would have came with a straight 6-cylinder 223.6, probably a 3 on the tree.
Yeah.
With possibly an overdrive.
Was the 6 in it when you found it?
No, this car didn't have a 6-cylinder in it when I had it. When I got it, it originally had a 351. And I took that out and replaced all the original motor mounts and rebuilt the 292, which was an original 57 engine.
How about the two-tone paint job? Is that something that you could have gotten to or not?
Maybe perhaps by special order that would have been available, but typically no, from the factory it would have been a single tone color. And
mostly white?
Would have had cardboard panels in the interior.
So you've dressed the inside up too?
Yeah, the inside has been dressed up, and I detailed the dash and the door panels with the Fairlane package.
Yeah, it looks great.
As it would have originally been detailed.
The blanked out windows just look so great. It's just a dynamite looking vehicle. And you get back to the back, and in 57, your typical station wagon would have window open up, tailgate open down.
Yeah, that's right. And with the Couriers, they changed that a little bit, being to where they wanted it to be easier to load stuff inside. They changed it so the whole tailgate comes up.
Wow.
In order to access the back end.
And just throw your stuff in, like you say, it's just kind of masonite board on the side.
Yeah, originally it would have been a cardboard or a masonite type panel.
So did you have everything was here when you got to, you had the tailgate and everything?
No, actually I was at a swap meet a few years before I purchased the car, and I knew I wanted one, and I found the tailgate that had a nice rear window in it, and of course when I bought the car the glass was missing, so I'm glad I did that.
So you actually bought this before you even bought the car?
That's correct.
Well, you were determined to have one of these, weren't you?
It was destined to be.
Well, great looking vehicle, very rare. I love this, I love wagons anyway, but the sedan delivery. Tyler, thanks a lot, man. What a great car.
Dennis.
Beauty.
Glad you like it.
Welcome back to My Classic Car. Well, Rick, a 49 Plymouth Woody. I didn't know they made a 49 Plymouth Woody.
Actually, they didn't.
But you did.
I did.
Wow. I mean, what was your inspiration? It looks, it's a bit town and country, or what do they call it, sportsman? Or?
Chrysler Town and Country put some wood on them. Ford, as a sportsman, puts a wood on them.
Yeah,
but Plymouth never did, and I decided to do that.
Well, you did a heck of a job. I mean, what is it? It's maple, right?
It's maple, and a mix of some bird's eye maple with it.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
And then the panels are ribbon mahogany.
Wow. I mean, it's just gorgeous. And of course, the trunk. I mean, I'm getting that town and country feel here, but that's the ribbon mahogany there.
Correct.
The maple here. And what, these joints are?
Finger joints.
Wow, how appropriate. They are finger joints, aren't they? And how about the hinges? What are those off of?
The hinges were produced in 1949 for the convertibles only, because the space taken up by the bows wasn't available for the stock hinges to go swinging down. So
these are actually the correct hinges for this. They came off this car?
Cleaned up and re-chromed.
Nice, nice. Now, bending this stuff, how'd you do all that?
No bending was done at all. No heating and no bending. This is all carved from larger chunks of wood that were either stacked, laminated, glued together, or finger jointed. Everything is carved one piece at a time.
Holy cow. So, did you do it on the car, basically?
Each piece was made to go in a particular place, and then each of them joined together after it was perfected to the shape.
Absolutely beautiful. So you've named it what? The Wood?
Woodlux Special.
Woodlux Special.
I felt inclined to give it its own name since it never existed.
Why not?
It's a faux car, and Woodlux Special seemed appropriate.
Well, and you kept the wood theme going in the interior. Again,
yes.
Just absolutely gorgeous.
I continued with bird's eye maple for the panels and the speaker covers, and I even went modern in a hidden way. The modern items, the air conditioning and stereo and seat heaters and drink holders are all behind the roll top desk, but everything that shows are the old time things. Looks like it could have been produced by Plymouth in 49.
Even the wood down there along your kick plate and up along the side there, it's gorgeous.
Tried to keep the theme going.
Can I roll down your roll top?
Absolutely.
I'm driven to do this. Oh yeah, look at that. And your cup holders, that is so great, man. Yeah, it's a beautiful look. Nice color too. Kind of a dark teal, or?
This is called Emerald Green. It's a PPG color.
So have you been to this show before?
This is my 4th year. 4 years ago, I had another car that I had built, and it took best to show, and I like coming so often that I've come back every year. Now I'm part of the club.
There you go. Well, hey, you've got a great car.
Thank you,
Some
Dennis.
fabulous work here. I'm really impressed. Thanks for bringing it out.
Thank you for appreciating my car.
Frank, this is a beauty, a 51 Buick Roadmaster. These are gorgeous cars, and these things are sleds. I mean,
Yes, they are. This weighs 4,600 pounds.
and you got this one down. What? I mean, are you on bags, airbags, or what?
Yeah, the front end's bagged. I have Jaguar suspension in both ends of it.
Really?
Yeah, and it'll raise up about 8 inches from that position. So.
Man, what now? Have you? Is it chopped or
No,
anything? I mean, it's
these are all stock Buick lines. You know, Buick did a real good job on these cars. They're
right from the factory, they look great, didn't they?
Yeah, they do.
Man, they always, they loaded these babies up with chrome.
Yeah.
Well, actually, this isn't chrome, is it?
This is stainless. All the belting is stainless. The side trim and all the Mercury guys still. You know.
Yeah, looks good on Mercs too,
Yeah,
doesn't
they
it?
do. Yeah.
And the interior is
Yeah,
fabulous.
this is Jaguar, and this Connolly leather inside of it.
So you're doing it up right, but you kept the dash stock.
Yeah, I just like the looks of the dash in these, and the stock wheel I had redone.
Man, that's beautiful. I mean, that's
Yeah, the
like
old
jewelry.
Yeah, it is.
Now these would open either way, right? They'd open this way or that
both
way.
ways, and if you pull both hinge pins and get enough guys, you can pick the hood off of it and
That's
work on them real easy.
big chunk of
so,
envelope.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, man, Frank, I've never seen a straight 8 like that. Is that really a twin turbo?
Yeah, it is. It's fuel injected also. It started out life as 320 inches and 165 or 185 horse. Now it puts out 450 at 10 pounds of boost with those two turbos on it.
Holy cow! Did you do this?
Yeah. I built this whole thing, including painting it in my shop. And
You're amazing.
well, thanks. You
And
know.
I mean, is it just a show car? Or does she
No,
run?
I got 1,500 miles on it. I'm on my second set of tires on the rear end already, so.
In 1,500 miles, you're on your second
well,
set. So
the kid in me comes out a lot when you got this beast in there, so.
I can believe it. I bet it will really smoke them.
Yeah, it does. It does. It goes real well.
Now, did you drive it here? Where are you from?
I'm from Columbus, Montana.
How far away?
And it's 400 miles.
So you didn't drive it?
No. Well, we have two cars. My wife and I like to ride together, so we put this one on a trailer and haul it behind this 57 wagon over here behind us.
So the 57 Buick wagon's yours, and that's the tow vehicle for this?
Yeah, that is.
Oh, that's got to be a sight to behold.
Yeah, it is. All Buick. a
All
lot
red,
of it.
a lot of red,
it,
a lot of Buick.
Yeah, a lot of red and a lot of
Oh
Buick.
man, this is an absolute showstopper. You're a heck of an engineer
Well, thanks a lot.
and quite a designer. Frank,
Well,
thanks a lot for bringing
thanks
this
a lot.
baby out. Woo. Well, I got to tell you, I had a blast at Cruisin' by the Bay. Polson is a gorgeous town, Flathead Lake, fabulous, and Big Sky, Montana, it don't get much better than this. And I've seen some cars here that I've never seen. Y'all ought to check this one out.